Women's 400 meters is next. Micelle has the championship record, Micelle Malone, and her days at Arizona State. And this should be interesting. I'm looking forward to this one, aren't you?
Well, Texas just has an outstanding 400-meter crew, and they're led by Toya Brown and Suziann Reid, both of whom made this final. Toya Brown will start on the inside, went to Overbrook High School. A lot of famous runners and other athletes from Overbrook. Will Chamberlain, of course, played for Overbrook. John Drummond, leading American 100-meter runner last year, ran for Overbrook. But Bev Kearney at Texas has put together a very strong squad of 400-meter runners. On the outside,
there in lane 5, this woman ran a brilliant leg last night on the anchor for her team to advance into the 4x4 final. As we take a look at the women coming up out of the blocks momentarily, here's number 485. That is Toya Brown from Texas. Take a look at the team standings while we have a minute. And this is the women's Nike team standings, and you're looking at LSU, and this is after 7 events out of 15. LSU, the leader, 20 points. South Carolina second. Georgetown comes in third. And the men's, their scoring right now is after 9 events, and there are 16 events being competed here for men. You can see right there Nebraska leading George Mason, and Mason is coming on well. 7 different athletes here have made the finals for George Mason. It looks like Arkansas is not going to repeat here so far.
13 will not be lucky for them. I started to say on the outside is Jennifer Jordan, anchor leg of their great 4x400 relay. Monique Hennagan in the blue of North Carolina, an outstanding runner in high school at the World Junior Championships in Portugal. Some injury problems last year, but is really coming along this year.
Here's the big 3, and they're emerging right now as they come around. They'll cut for the pole here off this next turn, and they'll have 200 meters to go when they pass down at the end of this straightaway. Hennagan gets control of the race in the blue from North Carolina. The 2 Texas women here hoping for big points here as they try and see what they can do in the team title, and both are superb. You're looking at Suziann Reid moving up, the freshman who is such a great star, ran well in the heats. Can Hennagan hold on? She is beginning to tighten up now as the power and strength of Reid. Can she take her? Both women have about 50 meters to go right now down the home stretch. That is Monique Hennagan from North Carolina first. Suziann Reid from Texas second. Toya Brown is third. And that's the way they're going to finish. 52-58 for Hennagan.
Outstanding front running for Hennagan. A lot of times in this indoor 400, it's the race to the first 200 that leads to the winner. And when we talked to Curtis Fry, her coach, he said she would try to get the lead at the 200-meter mark, but wouldn't stake everything on that. And you can see it was the key point of the race. Those cones signify when they can break for the inside. She ran a straight line, angled very well from the outside lane right to the inside. And this really determined the finish right here. You can see the strain on her face, Larry, as she came to the finish line. Volleyball player, basketball player in high school, hamstring injury as a freshman, but as a sophomore, it all comes together for Monique Hennagan.
2 of the biggest stars in their senior years in high school, finishing 1-2 here at the NCAA championships. Monique Hennagan, and the pain of the 400 meters is running through the legs right now of Monique Hennagan. Here's a woman who led the pack in the women's 400 meters. Monique Hennagan from the University of North Carolina takes home the gold championship medal.